I worked in the retail industry for 6 years,
Damn.
starting from my senior year in high school and ending about a few years ago. And my advice to anyone who's currently in retail is, get the fuck out as soon as possible. I used to work at a place that we'll call Strawberry Republic, and I'm not sure if things have changed, but back then when I was working, they'd have 2 or 3 neat folded piles of the same item just to make sure some sizes didn't run out. And more often than not, almost every time I would be refolding one of these piles that got messed up, I'd get customers come up to the items that I'm cleaning, look at the clothes that are already laid out, look over at the stack of clothes that I'm currently refolding, and then they'll take some of the items of my stack that I just folded, and then proceed to pretty much undo my whole pile. And I know some people are probably going to say, well, that's not too bad. And I agree, but just wait, because after they'd finish inspecting and messing up my pile, the same customer would just toss it back to me like a trash bag before moving on to the other piles laid out to do the exact same thing.
Why?
I don't know why, but retail customers just seem to have the most audacious sense of entitlement. I was working the fitting rooms one day at Strawberry Republic, and this woman who looked to be around her late 20s, maybe early 30s, comes into the fitting room area looking all fed up, like a Hollywood influencer, holding this incredibly enormous ball of clothes in her arms, and goes, "Can I just give these to you if I don't want them?" No! Yeah, sure, of course. This woman takes a couple steps forward and shoves the whole pile of clothes onto me, hangers and everything, and then just catwalks away. Not gonna lie, that did take me by surprise because you don't usually get that type of action if you're working the fitting rooms. What you do get is to see the people who weren't raised right, because the amount of people, adults by the way, that would leave a shitstorm after using a fitting room blew my mind. And I'm not talking about the people that would leave their clothes hung up in the room after they were done. Nah, that was fine. I'm talking about the people that would leave everything all over the room. There were too many times where it wouldn't be just clothes all over the room. Some people would actually leave their trash, actual trash, in the fitting room. I remember this one person left a huge mess in the room they used, and then left. I opened their room after some time passed to clean it and was met with a mini Black Friday mess. Time goes by and the same person comes back and does the same thing, except this time she goes towards a new room, a clean one. She leaves again. After she's done, I go in and see clothes, hangers, and random food wrappers all on the floor.
You dirty bitch!
I see this aftermath and end up getting annoyed because as an adult, what are you doing leaving a mess like a toddler? So I came up with an idea. I left the mess in her room and locked up all the other doors in the fitting room, so that way if she came back, she wouldn't be able to choose the next room. So eventually the same customer later comes back with even more clothes and tries to go into another clean room. This time it would be her third room. I see this as my opportunity, so I gleefully ask if she needs a room. She looks over, says yes, and I go in the opposite direction of where she's at. Go over to her previous room that still has the mess she left, open it, and told her to go right ahead. Now, I usually would have given any other customer a clean room, but when I see that clothes are not the only thing making up the mess, such real examples include a finished apple, used tampon, used tissues, and candy wrappers, I'm not gonna be so nice next time.